What's up, ladies and gentlemen? Wolfcrier here, and Season 19 so far has been absolutely nuts. Greater Rifts of 154 mans were done incredibly early on in the season by Rax and his crew on softcore, followed quickly by Quinn69 and his group on hardcore. Thanks to the changes that patch 2.6.7 brought to Diablo 3 and that crazy and totally awesome Pandemonium buff. Congrats to both of those teams for those season first GR 150s. Monks, by the way, have surpassed the Greater Rift 140 mark. Satyrs and Barbs are also performing exceptionally well with Greater Rift clears of 144 and 146 respectively. And Season 19's Pandemonium buff is one of my favorite things about this season. And in my opinion, the Season of Eternal Conflict is by far the best themed season to come about since they've introduced themed seasons. But now it seems that perhaps it brought with it a chance to use the buff in an unintended manner. It seems Twitch streamer and top-tier Diablo 3 player, the Ultimate Eggman, was able to pull off a Greater Rift 150 solo last night on a Barbarian. But rather than using a DPS build such as Whirlwind or Hoda, he did so using a support ZDPS Barb, a build that wouldn't normally be able to clear a Greater Rift 100 without some sort of divine intervention. Now, obviously, before we go any further in discussing this, I need to make this blatantly clear to all of you that are watching this video. Do not attempt any of this, as this will most certainly be considered an exploit by Blizzard Entertainment, as anything that can be used to circumvent the intended effects of anything within the game to create an outcome not deemed to occur naturally through normal gameplay is the direct definition of an exploit, and using an exploit to gain an unfair advantage over the rest of the player base is a completely bannable offense in Diablo 3. And it should also be noted that as of the time of this video's recording, the Ultimate Eggman's Twitch channel has been at least temporarily removed. So he received a temporary ban in the least on Twitch, most likely due to last night's stream. So, how does a support Barbarian clear a Greater Rift 150 solo? Well, of course, you 3-man it. If you queue up for a Greater Rift and other players in your group decline, but you still decide to enter it, it will open up as a solo rift, and you will be the only player allowed to enter the rift. The other players, however, are free to roam around in adventure mode and go as they please. And in this instance, 2 other support Barbarians were gathering up mobs in areas where they wouldn't fear death and could stack up big, dense areas of enemies near the waypoints. While inside the Greater Rift, Eggman's support Barb was gathering massive amounts of density together as well, easily staying alive, as that is one thing that the Z-Barb can be quite amazing at. And once enough density was built up in both areas, inside the Greater Rift and near a waypoint, Eggman could teleport out of the rift, and upon using this exploit could re-enter the rift as he was building up massive stacks of the Pandemonium buff and triggering multiple events simultaneously, pretty much destroying nearly everything around him. And repeating this several times through the rift resulted in a Greater Rift 150 solo clear on a Barbarian in under 12 minutes, ladies and gentlemen. While I personally have no idea whether or not this clear will stand on the leaderboard, or if this will result in a ban for Eggman in Diablo 3, as that is a decision for Blizzard to make, I will say that there is absolutely no way this was done without intent. And it is intention that determines whether something is a bug or if something is a exploitation of a bug. And this was definitely used to gain advantage over other players. He now has a Greater Rift 150 solo clear on Barbarian. I know there were people saying that he was talking about doing this on other classes as well, so this wasn't going to be a one-off event. I personally did not hear those words. I do have to say that. I merely heard it from other people in his stream, so that is just hearsay, but that is coming from people that I do trust on my Discord server, etc. So I don't know. I want to know what you guys think of this. What do you think of this exploit? What do you think of Eggman's Greater Rift 150 solo clear? What, 2.5 weeks into the season? This is absolutely crazy, absolutely ridiculous, and it is definitely an exploit. But I definitely want to hear from you guys down below. Let me know in that comment section down below your thoughts on this occurrence in Diablo 3's Season 19. And I also want to say thank you so very much for taking the time out of your day to watch this video. I always greatly appreciate it. Don't forget to hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, and like I said, fill up that comment section down below. I cannot wait to read these comments, ladies and gentlemen. All right, once again, thank you all for all of the support. It's been amazing. And you all have a fantastic night. Peace.